What's up, guys? This is In the Corner with Destiny McCubbin, and I'm sitting here today with Daniel Keepers. He is getting ready to go fight for BORROKA Promotions on June 21st. So we're going to chop up about his upcoming fight, how camp has been, and his overall career. What's up, Daniel? How you doing?
Hey, Destiny. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I know that you're a week out, just over a week, like 8 days, right?
Yep.
How are you feeling right now?
Feeling really good. Amazing. I'm excited. So, yeah, I feel really good.
Good. How's camp? I know, like, again, a week out, so you're cutting weight right now. How's the weight cut going?
It's going pretty good. I started my water load early this week, so trying something a little different.
Okay.
And I don't know. So far everything is good. Everything is great.
Good.
I'm able to still push in here really hard. And normally don't get challenging for me during fight week.
Okay.
I normally try to watch what I eat.
Yeah.
Eat pretty clean and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I got great coaches and great teammates to help guide me through.
Of course. You say a little different. So, did you not usually water load or anything like that?
I normally don't water load until the week of fight week.
Oh, you started this week a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay,
I started Sunday this week.
Okay. It probably doesn't make too crazy of a difference because it's already getting so hot,
Yeah.
you know? So it's actually probably a smart move for you to do
Yes.
that. I like it. You seem like you have a lot of energy, right?
Yeah.
Have you been training still this week?
Oh,
being a week out?
Yeah. I try to train as much as possible. So like I'm an obsessive. So when it comes to things that I'm passionate about, like it's hard for me to like take time away or take time off. I just try to be so like dived into it and just like really getting after it.
Right. Did you train today?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that?
So I woke up at 5 this morning. And I went for a good walk, gotten about 8,000 steps. And then after that, I came in, did some sparring, and gotten some good drilling and sparring work with teammates and everything.
Okay, awesome.
So it's pretty good.
Walk me through camp a bit. How was camp? I know I had the pleasure of seeing you kill it at the park not too long ago. Was that a regular thing on top of all your training? You're going and getting hill sprints and working with Coach Danny at the park?
Yes, so we added that probably about, I want to say 8 weeks ago, prior to this fight, because we was getting ready to fight May 24th. And preparing for that fight, we did so many things different, and it leveled me up in different ways. But that fight ended up falling through, which it sucked. It was a bummer. But then like the coaches, they helped keep me focused, helped like redirect my focus, because I did get bummed out a little bit. And yeah, so for this one, it was just like we added that strength and conditioning, running. Coach Danny got me running like, and I've grown to love it. Like at first, I was like my legs, but after like 2 weeks, I was like, okay,
you would kind of adapt, right?
Yeah, I was like, I like this.
That's that old school boxing stuff. Danny's the boxing coach at Syndicate, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Old school boxing stuff right there, but it's so effective, so beneficial. I think you will definitely feel and notice the difference in your fight from adding that to your regimen.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your career. So this is going to be your 5th professional fight? 6th professional fight. Okay. And you are coming off of a 3-fight win streak right now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go. That must. What kind of energy does that give you going into tonight? Like, feeling good. Like you're as best as your last fight, right? Good as your last fight. Last fight was a win. The fight before that was a win. The fight before that was a win. So tell me what that does for your mindset.
It do a lot, and just like also the biggest thing is like I give glory to God for that, but like Coach John, Coach Danny, like everything is clicking. Like I have coaches that's behind me 110%. Like my last weight cut, Coach Danny was there with me in Utah the whole time, like telling me like, hey, and just making sure I was fine, checking on me. So that was huge. Coach John, he checks on me, makes sure I'll be fine. And I got teammates that we've grown a bond. Like it might look like we don't like each other when we spar, because sometimes it can get pretty ugly, but like we love each other, and that bond is amazing.
I'm so glad that you touched on that, because I did want to talk about that. You're training here at Syndicate MMA. This is a lot of studs in this room, right? On these mats, you have to show up every day, and it is family, it is camaraderie, but you have to show up every single day because everybody's good.
Yeah.
Talk to me about who you're working with the most in your camps.
It depends. I spend time working with Brandon. I love working with Brandon because
Jenkins?
yeah,
Okay.
it's always hard. He's
Yeah.
really good.
That's a good look for you too. Real
Um,
long like you.
Yep. And then I was getting I was getting some work in with Jordan for the previous fight,
Okay.
which was really good. It leveled my mental fortitude up.
Mhm.
It just helped me dial in more
Yeah.
mentally, even when you have someone that's like really good at
Mhm.
something. It's like you still try to figure out how can you do what you need to do while not being so caught up in
Mhm.
what they're good at and letting it shut you down. Eric Beck, we trained a lot together these past few weeks,
Yeah.
even before we was on this card together.
Okay.
So I'm actually, it's crazy. Me and him talked about it like probably a month or a month and a half. I was like, dude, it'd be sick if we can get on the card together. And now we on the card
Spoke
together.
into existence. I
Yeah.
love it.
And then Conway as well.
Mhm.
He's the Muay Thai striking coach. Uh, and man, those rounds can get
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. He's intense. Definitely. But like you said, like it looks like you don't like each other at the time, but that right there is love, right?
Mhm.
At the end of the day, like that's how fighters show love in a sense, especially to
Mhm.
their teammates. They're gonna push you and try to break you so that
Mhm.
you can go and shine come fight night.
Mhm.
You spoke a little bit about the coaches. Tell me what the vibe is like. I know you kind of have a group of well-rounded coaches, so kind
Mhm.
of tell me about them.
So I'm gonna start with Coach John because that dude, man, I got nothing but love for Coach John and just like how like since I've been here, in the talks we had and him just being in my corner with everything, like
Mm-hmm.
not just in the cage but in my life, like becoming a father, losing my mother, like anything that I went through, I was able to call him and he answered. One day I called him bawling my eyes out, like just like man, I'm kind of just tired of like yeah, it was really rough, and he stayed on the phone with me and helped me like get back center, which was it was huge. It was really important, and he's been a big part of just this evolution, I guess, like this growth I've been on, and
That's
it's been
amazing.
huge.
I really
So
love
yeah.
that. I love that you touched on that. It says just so much about the gym because
Mhm.
he is the heart of the gym, right?
Mhm.
So, and that is why I feel like that's why you're able to level up and have these successful fights because
Mhm.
you just feel secure, like you
Mhm.
know that the people behind you got your back.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
How about the other? Got me a little emotional over here, Daniel. I love that story. I really do. That's
Yeah.
great. What about the other coaches?
Coach Danny, like funny,
Yeah.
cool. We've been growing like a really good bond ever since not my first fight here with Syndicate, but my second fight and then just so forth and so on.
Mm-hmm.
We just been getting connected a lot more. And he talked to me and he always give me sound advice and
Yeah.
he be on me. He be like on me about my weight, on me about like just everything. And I love that. Like keep
Mm-hmm.
hold me accountable. Like because I feel like as an athlete, you're only going to be as great as the people, your teammates, your peers, but also your coaching
Right.
is huge
Right.
because I've been in positions where I had no coaching or bad coaching. And the difference with having good coaches and good teammates and people that stand behind you is,
It's so big.
yeah, it's night and day.
So big. It
Yeah,
really
it's
is.
huge.
How long have you been with Syndicate? Is it your whole pro career?
No, not my whole
Oh,
pro
okay.
career. So I've been here for almost 2 years.
Okay.
And it was with my second pro fight.
Oh, okay. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that because
Hmm.
I know your first professional fight was a loss, correct?
Hmm.
It's so cool to see you go from one loss to win, 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 win.
Hmm.
So talk to me about that. What that loss did for you and your mindset, and how you were able to obtain all those wins after that.
Well, with my first pro fight, it's a crazy story. I'm an honest guy, so
We love it. We love it.
I I felt like fighting at 170 wasn't it for me anymore. I just felt like I was undersized, so I didn't want to fight at 170.
Okay.
And things like that. I was on the East Coast of Massachusetts,
Yeah.
and they originally offered the fight, and I was like, okay, but then I was like, I don't want to fight at 170. And then like at the gym, I had like people there, like the not the coaches but the peers. They was like really inconsistent. It was a lot of days I would go to the gym and it'd just be me there, and it's like me and the coaches, and you can't, like, you can get work, but you're not gonna get the type of work you need preparing for
Absolutely
a fight.
not.
So I was like, I need to figure it out. Like, I told my lady, like,
If I'm gonna do this.
yeah, I was like, if I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be a pro, like, we have to, like, I have to make sure I'm putting myself in the best position
Absolutely.
to be a professional athlete.
Okay.
And yeah, and then end up still taking the fight, just to try to figure out, like, how can I eventually get like where I need to be.
Okay.
So yeah, it wasn't built. I didn't take it on the best, like, decisions and circumstances. It was more so like, let's just do it to try to get things to where we
see where you're at. It was almost like, yeah, you had took the loss, but it was almost kind of like you needed to show you, okay, changes need to be made. So was it after that you made the move here?
Yeah. So after that fight, I think literally like a week, maybe, it was just like, all right. And I kind of felt bad because it was a coach there that really close with, and like, I was just like, man, like, I gotta go. Like, I gotta make the best decision for my career. And, like, I take, like, I'm not a super prideful person, or like my ego isn't nothing crazy, but I do take pride in,
of course,
and I'm a passionate person. Like, if I'm gonna do something, I want to give it my all, and I like to see it through. Because if I fail, at least I fail knowing, like, okay, like, I did everything I possibly can, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
you got that in you, like the heart, you know, and that's why it shows when you fight.
So yeah. Amazing. So then it was like, her family was in California.
Okay.
I have a sister here, so it was like, where do we go? And then my brother was like, my brother, he fights. He's in Illinois. He was like, come here, like, join the gym here. And for some reason, my lady was real fixed on, we looked up gyms here, Cali, and she was like, Vegas. She was like, Syndicate. She was like, Syndicate. She was really big on it. Like,
that gives me chills. That's so cool.
When it came to, like, the decision making, even choosing Vegas over California, where her family was at, she was just like, Syndicate. She's like, something's telling me that. And I was just like, all right.
Yeah. And you guys walk by faith, you said? Yeah. So
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so God was telling her. Yeah.
And been here, and it's been amazing. Like,
best choice?
Man, by far.
Yeah.
Like,
good.
It's best part of the journey, even though, like, some of the hardest things happened over these past few months. Like, I feel like I have people that really genuinely, like, they care, and they want to see me, like,
absolutely,
like, they want to see me do great things.
And they do. I know they do. I do.
Yeah.
And you said Massachusetts, is that right? Is that where
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
from?
That's not where I'm from.
Where are you
Originally
from?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Is that considered East Coast?
Midwest.
Midwest. Wow. Okay. How long till you left home? Like, how old were you?
I was 21 when I left home.
Okay. How old are you now?
I'm 29.
29. Okay, cool. Barely entering your prime.
Yeah, I'm climbing the ladder.
Yeah, entering your prime on a 4-5 win streak, though, not a bad place to be.
Yes,
not
ma'am.
a bad place to be. I love it. So you and your lady moved here together, and I'm pretty sure you guys just welcomed a baby, right? Yeah, right on. Congratulations. Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy, what's his name?
Hananiah.
Hananiah.
I love that little dude.
Yeah? Would you say that's like a big push for you? One of your main reasons to get up every day and just
like,
give it your all?
Especially, like, after losing my mom, because when he came, it was like I was the happiest person in the world. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. And then, like, a month and a half, 2 months go by, and then my mom was like a fast spiral, and it was quick. Like, I remember talking to Coach John and talking to Remy, and I was like, I think I need to go back home. Like, it just came really fast. And then I'll talk to my mom. She was like, hey, trust me with my health, how I trust you to get in the cage, and things like that. She's like, you got people around you that, she's like, I believe they're good for you. Like, so she was the reason why I didn't go back home. Even though if I would have went back home, it wouldn't have made much of a difference, but I would have got to see her and spend time with her, and my little one would have got to meet her, and he didn't. So it was just a lot of things where it was like, it sucked. But when, like I said, Coach John, he was there through so much of it, and just, like, helped me recenter. And that little dude is my world. Like, I can be having a rough day or whatever, and I go home and I see him and he smile, like, he get really excited to see me, and it's like the best thing in the world. Yeah, I wouldn't trade it. Like,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that little dude. So
congratulations on becoming a father. That was this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no, last year.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Gosh, she just keeps getting me.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. So camp's been good.
Mm-hmm.
Walk me through what the main focus was for the camp. Your opponent, do you know anything about him?
I know he's a striking coach. I know he got a pretty decent record, 7-4. Um, um, his topology and his fights are confusing because on topology it say he's 6 feet, but then when you watch like his fights on Cage Figure, it say he's 5'9".
Okay.
So
how tall are you?
I'm on a good day 6'2". Bad day,
Hey.
6'1.5".
Okay, well that's still good if that's your bad day. Oh.
So like it's like when I look at his tape, I watch him and I'm like, okay, striker, switch stance.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm obsessive and I'm very passionate. So like I'm always like trying to figure out every little thing about my opponent. So I'm watching interviews, I'm watching every little thing. Like I want to know how they think. I want to know, like what their mindset is like and everything, what their faith is like. Are they doing it for something bigger than themselves? Because a lot of times, if not, it's easier to like find the quit button, and things like that. So it's just so many little different things. And then I trust my coaches.
Yeah.
They watch tape, they come up with a game plan, and I'm like, okay, let's try to execute that.
Absolutely. I like that. I've never really heard anybody else say that. I hear somebody say, I study my fighter, my opponent, what they do in the fight, but you never hear somebody say like I go in so deep as to, what they talk about on interviews, watching their interviews, what they believe in, like are they doing this for something? So I really like that. That makes you a very dangerous fighter, I think. As you are.
I'm constantly just trying to be better. And we are getting to that point where, like I said, everything is clicking now.
Yeah. Do you feel like is there certain areas in your game that's leveled up throughout this camp?
Oh yeah. I feel like every fight I've always like been the type of fighter to improve because I'm always in the gym trying to get better, regardless of who I'm fighting. But when we have a fight, it's like with the coaches and stuff, the way we work, it's just like, man. And if you go back and watch my last fight and you see this fight, the performance I'm about to get for this one, it's gonna be like night and day. And it's been like that every fight. Like it's been like night and day every fight.
That is the goal, right? Just better and better every time. You're as good at, like I said, you're as good as your last fight. So you just want to keep leveling up.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. I cannot wait. And this is June 21st for BORROKA. Is it going to be streamed? Do you know?
Yes, I believe it's streamed on Spectation Sports, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It's my first time fighting for them.
Okay. They're a great promotion, so you're in good hands. Definitely make sure you keep me posted because I want to watch it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. For those who haven't had a chance to see you fight, can you describe a little bit of your style?
My style, if I had to say, it's violent. I'm a violent person. I'm in there to fight. So it's either like I'm coming for you, you coming for me. And
And how long has you been this violent person? At what age did you start training martial arts?
I got into the sports like training wise 4 years ago, almost 5 years.
Really? That's all?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Wow, started late in the game. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did your family feel about it? Especially because it was so late in your life. How did your family feel, mom and dad?
My dad, he passed when I was 14.
Oh, okay. So sorry.
But my mom, she's like, I know your brother do it, she's like, but it's not really your thing, like you're an artist, you like to write music because music is my thing.
Really?
So writing, singing, she's like, you sure you want to do this? And I was like, my brother was the one who convinced me to get into it. And I was like, he think I'm gonna pick it up fast, so let's see.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Hey, this is an art in and of itself, right? That's really cool though. How long has your brother fought? A long time?
Over 10 years.
Oh,
he's been competing for a while. He hasn't fought in like 2 years though.
I'm surprised it took you so long to jump on board.
He was trying.
For a while?
For a while.
Wow.
For a long time.
And now do you look at it as like, damn, I found my calling finally?
Yeah, like I love it. Like music will always be my first love. But fighting, like the things I've learned about myself, spiritually, mentally, and physically. I've just grown in every area of my life, and I love it, especially the spiritual part. Like I've gotten so close to like God, and like just like in the relationships, like the people that I have in my corner right now. It's like that's irreplaceable.
Oh,
you know, like it's irreplaceable.
You meet people in this life, in your martial arts journey that you'll have forever. You know, and the cool thing is you get to train with people from all over the world that become your closest friends, right? It's such a beautiful journey. That's why I love the martial arts. I love the journey, and I love speaking to people about their journey because it's so cool to hear about. You know. All right, so fight week. Obviously, an intense week. Talk to me how you deal with the mental side of things.
These days I've learned to just like understand, like, don't blow things up more than what it is, you know? So it's like I'm in here, like you said, killers, day in, day out. So it's like if I'm in here with the guys that I'm in here with and I train with them, and then I got coaches that push, like, these sessions, like, especially when you're in it and you're doing what you should be doing, they're not easy. Like, it's no such thing as a, like, man, even on a rest day, it's like,
even on the Friday rolly day, it's still work.
Like, it's just, it's great. So it's like, it's nothing that I'm gonna get in that cage and someone's gonna present to me that I haven't seen, you know? So I just always tell myself, like, don't make it bigger than what it need to be. And then, like, my faith is grown so big. So now I just tell myself it's already written. It's just for me to show up and do what I need to do. And whatever it is, you know, I leave it to God. And
absolutely,
I just trust the coaches, trust the process, trust God, and show up.
It seems though that you've done everything you can do, you know, and that helps going in. That helps calm the nerves. I always feel like, because you've done everything. You've left no stone unturned, and so you can go in there with that confidence, like, what I'm gonna go and do me now, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Because my last fight versus my pro debut versus my last fight, the feelings of like calmness, even when I was in the cage, like I didn't get like super anxious, like, or anything. I was ready.
Feel at home.
I told coach so many times, I was like, this is the best I felt stepping in the cage. Like,
oh, I love that.
And we went out there and like from the start, like the dude just, it was bad for him.
Yeah. So you're coming off of, like I said, 3-fight win streak. After this win, what do you kind of have your eyes set on?
I trust my coaches and my manager. Whatever they got planned out, as long as I'm healthy, I want to be active. And by healthy, you're always going to have nags and things like that when you train. But as long as I don't have nothing where it's like the worst injury I ever had was a partial tear in my supraspinatus, and I couldn't pour myself a glass of orange juice. I fought through that. One of my fights, I had that, and I still, like, I didn't know it was that bad, and I fought through that. But as long as it's nothing like that, I want to be as active as the coaches and manager want.
Okay, of course. And of course, if the coaches like this, would you kind of like maybe think about contender series or anything like that?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, like, I mean, my goal is to be great, and when I say it out loud or say it to people, I always like feel like it's kind of crazy, because I don't come from an extensive background of like anything. But I feel like I have the best coaches and best teammates, and I'm willing to give my coaches, like Coach John, I'm willing to walk through fire. If he was like, hey, run through that wall, I'm willing to, because he showed me that I can trust him and that he believed in me. So
absolutely,
if he's like, run through that wall, I'm going to do my best to run through that wall.
I love it.
Yeah, so.
All right, well, we are getting close. So do you have a fight walkout song yet?
I do.
What is it? Do you want to tell us?
Way Down Low by Khalil.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I've never heard it. I'm gonna have to go listen.
You never heard it?
I don't. Maybe I have. Maybe like when I hear it, I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah.
Beautiful song.
Yeah, okay.
Beautiful song.
Cool. Do you have your phone? You want to play it? Oh, is it the baby?
Yeah.
Oh.
Coolest little dude.
He's so cute, the little chunky cheeks. How old is he now?
9 months.
9 months. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Want me to keep playing it?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a beautiful one. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Daniel, for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you for taking time to speak to me and having me on.
Oh no, it's literally my honor. Like, you're getting ready to go out there and put on a show, so just making time on your busy schedule, it means everything to me. Like I said, I loved hearing about your journey and everything that's brought you to this point.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can't wait to see you go out there and do your thing, and I really think that you're gonna get some good opportunities coming your way. You're in the place for it as far as your record. You're in your prime, so I'm really excited for you.
Thank you.
Of course. Is there anybody you want to thank before I let you go?
Glory to God. Love my family. Thank my family, coaches, fight family, fight team, just everybody that supported me and that's with me, and that stood by me through this whole process, because it's been hard. Like, it's been a journey. These 4 years have been crazy, but I wouldn't trade it. Yeah, you've gone through a lot, it seems, and I think that pain is going to carry you so far. And just like art, just like writing or singing, that pain all turns into beautiful art, right? Yes, ma'am. So I can't wait to see you go and paint the canvas on June 21st. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys, this is Daniel Keepers, and he is playing for keeps. Do not miss him June 21st in the BORROKA Promotions cage. Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you, Destiny. Of course, this is In the Corner with Destiny McCubbin. Real fighters, real stories, real talk. We'll see you guys next round.